Hello YouTube and welcome to this video. Today I'm doing another list, and as you can see from the title, it is my top 20 favourite Formula 1 drivers. And basically I'm going to run through a list on who they are, and on the right hand side of the screen you will see the driver stats. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Number 20 is David Coulthard. He's British. His active years were from 1994 to 2008. He raced for Williams, McLaren and Red Bull. He entered 247 times, no championships, 13 wins, 62 podiums, 535 career points, 12 pole positions, 18 fastest laps. His first entry was the 1994 Spanish GP. His first win was 1995 Portuguese Grand Prix. Last win was 2003 Australian Grand Prix. Last entry was 2008 Brazilian Grand Prix. Number 19 is Romain Grosjean, and his nationality is French, and at the current moment he is racing for Haas. He's had 136 entries. He's had no championships, no wins, 10 podiums, 365 points, no pole positions, 1 fastest lap. His first entry was in 2009 in the European Grand Prix, and his most up-to-date entry was the 2018 Belgian Grand Prix now. Number 18 was Rubens Barrichello. His active years was from 1993 to 2011, and he raced for Jordan, Stewart, Ferrari, Honda, Braun and Williams. He had 326 entries, no championships, 11 wins, 68 podiums, 658 points, 14 pole positions, 17 fastest laps. His first entry was in 1993 in South Africa. His first win was the 2000 German Grand Prix. His last win was the 2009 Italian Grand Prix. His last entry was the 2011 Brazilian Grand Prix. Number 17 is Pedro Della Rosa. Active years 1999 to 2000, and then 2005 to 2006, and then 2010 to 2012. He drove for Arrows, Jaguar, McLaren, Sauber and HRT. He had 107 entries, no championships or wins, 1 podium, 35 points, no poles, 1 fastest lap, first entry 1999 Australian Grand Prix, last entry 2012 Brazilian Grand Prix. Number 16 is Gilles Villeneuve. Active years 1977 to 1982, and he raced for McLaren and Ferrari. 68 entries, no championships, 6 wins, 13 podiums, 101 career points, 2 poles, 8 fastest laps. First entry was the 1977 British Grand Prix. His first win was 1978 Canadian Grand Prix. His last win was the 1981 Spanish Grand Prix, and his last entry was the 1982 Belgian Grand Prix. 15 is Max Verstappen, and his current team at the moment is Red Bull. 72 entries, no championships, 4 wins, 15 podiums, 526 points, no pole positions, 4 fastest laps, first entry was the 2015 Australian Grand Prix. His first win was the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix, where both Mercedes cars crashed out in the first lap. His last win was the 2018 Austrian Grand Prix, and his latest entry was also the 2018 Belgian Grand Prix. Number 14 is Ralf Schumacher. His active years was 1997 to 2007. He raced for Jordan, Williams and Toyota. He had 182 entries, no championships, 6 wins, 27 podiums, 329 points, 6 positions, 8 fastest. His first entry was the 1997 Australian Grand Prix. His first win was the 2001 San Marino Grand Prix. His last win was the 2003 French Grand Prix. And his last entry was the 2007 Brazilian Grand Prix. Number 13 is Damon Hill. His active years was 1992 to 1997, and he drove for Brabham, Williams, Arrows and Jordan. With 122 entries, he won 1 championship. He had 22 wins, 42 podiums, 360 points, 20 1992 Spanish Grand Prix. His first win was the 1993 Hungarian Grand Prix. His last win was the 1998 Belgian Grand Prix, and his last entry was the 1999 Japanese Grand Prix. Number 12 is Gerhard Berger. His active years was 1984 to 1997. He drove for ATS, Arrows, Benetton, Ferrari and McLaren. 210 entries, no championships, 10 wins, 48 podiums, 385 points, 12 poles, 21 fastest laps. His first entry was the 1984 Austrian Grand Prix. His first win was the 1986 Mexican Grand Prix. His last win was the 1997 German Grand Prix, and his last entry is the 1997 European Grand Prix. Number 11 is Sebastian Vettel, and he currently races for Ferrari. He's had 211 entries, and he's got 4 championships. He's got 51 wins, 106 podiums, 2,614 points, 55 pole positions, 34 fastest laps. His first entry was the 2007 US Grand Prix. His first win was the 2008 Italian Grand Prix. His last win was the 2018 British Grand Prix, and his latest entry was the 2018 Belgian Grand Prix. Number 10 is Nico Rosberg, and his active years was 2006 to 2016. He raced for Williams and Mercedes. He had 206 entries, 1 World Championship, 23 wins, 57 podiums. He scored 1,594.5 points. I'm not too sure how he got half a point. Maybe a red flag incident. 30 pole positions, 20 fast laps. First entry 2006 Bahrain Grand Prix. First win 2012 Chinese Grand Prix. Last win 2016 Japanese Grand Prix. Last entry 2016 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Number 9 is the man who replaced Rosberg, Valtteri Bottas. He obviously currently races for Mercedes. He's had 111 entries, no championships, 3 wins, 27 podiums, 860 points, 5 pole positions, 7 fastest laps, First entry 2013 Australian Grand Prix. His first win was the 2017 Russian Grand Prix. His last win was the 2017 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and his last entry, as of everyone so far in 2018, is the 2018 Belgian Grand Prix. Number 8 is Daniel Ricciardo, and he currently races for Red Bull. He's had 142 entries, no championships, 7 wins, 29 podiums, 934 points, 2 pole positions, 13 fastest laps. First entry 2011 British Grand Prix. First win was the 2014 Canadian Grand Prix. His last win was the 2018 Monaco Grand Prix. And again, 2018 Belgian GP being his last entry at the moment. Number 7 is Alain Prost, and his active years was 1980 to 1991, and then he came back again for 1993. His teams he raced for were McLaren, Renault, Ferrari and Williams. He had 202 entries. He also had 4 championships with 51 wins, 106 podiums, 768.5 points. Excuse that was a notification from an app. 33 pole positions, 41 fastest laps. First entry in the 1980 Argentine Grand Prix. His first win was the 1981 French Grand Prix. His last win was the 1993 German Grand Prix, and his last entry was the 1993 Australian Grand Prix. Number 6, Kimi Räikkönen, and he currently partners Sebastian Vettel at Ferrari. He's had 286 entries, 1 championship, 20 wins, 99 podiums, 1,711 points, 17 pole positions, 46 fastest laps. His first entry was the 2001 Australian Grand Prix. His first win was the 2003 Malaysian Grand Prix. His last win was the 2013 Australian Grand Prix. And his last entry at the moment is the 2018 Belgian Grand Prix. Number 5 is Fernando Alonso, and at the moment he currently races at McLaren. 306 entries, 2 championships, 32 wins, 97 podiums, 1,893 points, 22 pole positions, 23 fastest laps. First entry was the 2001 Australian Grand Prix. His first win was the 2003 Hungarian Grand Prix. His last win was the 2013 Spanish Grand Prix, and last entry 2018 Belgian Grand Prix. Number 4 is Lewis Hamilton, who races for Mercedes. 221 starts, 4 championships, 67 wins, 127 podiums, 2,841 points, 78 pole positions, 39 fastest laps. His first entry was the 2007 Australian Grand Prix. His first win was the 2007 Canadian Grand Prix. His last win was the 2018 Hungarian Grand Prix, and his latest entry was the 2018 Belgian Grand Prix. Number 3 is Michael Schumacher, with active years of 1991 to 2006, and then again 2010 to 2012, racing for Jordan, Benetton, Ferrari and Mercedes. 308 entries, 7 world championships, 91 wins, 155 podiums, 1,056 points, 68 pole positions, 77 fastest laps. First entry 1991 Belgian Grand Prix. First win 1992 Belgian Grand Prix. Last win 2006 Chinese Grand Prix. Last entry 2012 Brazilian Grand Prix. Number 2 is Jenson Button, and his active years was the year 2000 to 2017, and he raced for Williams, Benetton, Renault, BAR, Honda, Braun and McLaren. 309 entries, 1 World Championship, 15 wins, 50 podiums, 1,235 points, 8 pole positions, 8 fastest laps. First entry 2000 Australian Grand Prix. First win 2006 Hungarian Grand Prix. Last win 2012 Brazilian Grand Prix. His last entry was 2017 Monaco Grand Prix. And finally, my favourite Formula 1 driver is Ayrton Senna. 1984 to 1994. Teams were Toleman, Lotus, McLaren and Williams. 162 entries, 3 championships, 41 wins, 80 podiums, 610 points, 65 pole positions, 19 fastest laps. First entry 1984 Brazilian Grand Prix. First win 1985 Portuguese Grand Prix. Last win 1993 Australian Grand Prix. And his last entry was the 1994 San Marino Grand Prix. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy watching this video, then leave a like and don't forget to subscribe as well so you don't miss any future content on my channel. And I hope you enjoy my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.